Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Friday, January 13th. Don't be scared. You're not scared of that.
I've had many birthdays on Friday the 13th.
Well, probably about once every 2 or 3 years.
Not quite that, but close. I'd have to do the math. It seems
Probably
like
twice. It's probably, what do they
No,
count?
it wouldn't be.
It's
It happens every.
happens at least
But
twice
my
a year.
birthday being on it is more
Yeah,
rare.
I guess that'd be about once out
Birthday
every
only
5 or
happens
6 years.
Yeah, it only happens once a year, Bruce.
I don't know.
Don't make me make a spreadsheet.
Well, I actually, that's the thing. I've got the doggone calendar in my head, so what do you do? But yeah, happy Friday the 13th, ladies and gentlemen. Look who's here. Brian Turner. This is our weekly look at sports, take the points edition of the show, and today we're going to talk about a little, just un poco college football, as Brian and I both were on the wrong side.
For the show, yes.
For the show, yeah.
Full disclosure, I did not bet the pick I made on the show. I did.
Did you not?
I pounded the over. Bet it multiple ways.
That was probably successful for
I
you.
had first half over, game over, Georgia team total over. It was a good game for me.
That's good. That's good. Well, as a show bet, that was not a good game for you. But I did put 2 units on the show bet. We'll talk about this eventually.
Full disclosure, I didn't see a second of it.
I didn't either.
I had work.
I was working.
I DVR'd it and saw the score. Said I don't need to watch that.
You are preaching at the choir. That's exactly what I did. I didn't turn it on. I kind of saw what was happening. I have not yet deleted it off my TV, but probably tonight. Because I still have to watch Tuesday night's Illinois game. I was busy Tuesday night, didn't get a chance to watch Illinois trump Nebraska. We're way off topic here. We're going to cover NCAA football just a little bit. We're going to talk what?
Number 2 in my prediction, by the way.
What's that?
The 5-game winning streak. That's 2 now.
We got 3 to go.
Yep.
You have grown to know and love Brad Underwood, haven't you?
No, yes.
It is Friday, January 13th. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, in and around the area tonight, tomorrow night, this weekend? A few things here on Friday the 13th. It is down at the Willow Creek venue south of Fairfield. The Fairfield Memorial Hospital is going to host a unique dinner event. It is it's a 1920s murder mystery dinner fundraiser. Are you going to solve the murder, or are you in fact maybe the killer? It's one of those things. Join Fairfield Memorial Hospital as the Murder Mystery Dinner will serve as a fundraiser for the hospital on new and exciting hospital projects, as well as the Kicks for Kids program. I believe that's a program to help kids get shoes. Tickets for the event are $30, includes dinner as well as entertainment for the evening. That's cheap. The event takes place down at the Willow Creek venue on just north of the interstate on South 45, south of Fairfield. Doors open at 5. The dinner will begin at 6. Also going to be a big 50-50 raffle. Best dressed prize, best couple prize, as well as raffle baskets and a cash bar. If you'd like to purchase tickets for the event or become a sponsor, give a call to Shauna Williams down there at FMH. She's the marketing director, 847-8242, or Mary Knight, the executive assistant and staff accountant, 847-8243. Those ladies be able to help you out. Okay, have you ever gone to one of these type of events, murder mystery type of things?
Actually, no.
I didn't know if you had. See, this is one of those type of things where they change the killer from time to time.
See, murder mystery and escape rooms have never really intrigued me.
Never been to an escape room. I haven't been to an escape room.
Some of that might be ego related, because I've seen some very, very dumb people get out of those. And if I didn't, I don't know if I could handle it.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a ton of sense. What else going on here on Friday the 13th up at the Village Square Mall in Effingham? They're going to have the Night Terrors of Effingham. Ticket prices, general admission $20, $18 if you bring a canned good, and $17 with a military discount. How much you could get with a canned good, I guess, maybe, what would you pay, $15 as a military guy, and then the canned discount?
That sounds right.
That sounds.
I was told there'd be no math.
Not yet. There will certainly be math coming up. We're going to talk about all kinds of things involving math.
Lots of math.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of math coming up. What else also going on up in Effingham tonight? Rabbit in Red. They are making their debut. Brand new group.
Jessica Rabbit?
That's the Rabbit in Red I'd like to see, but no, this is.
Don't give us an inside look into that brain of yours.
No, you don't want it. Rabbit in Red makes their debut at A1 Liquors on Highway 33, just outside of Effingham, Friday night, tomorrow night,
which is one of my favorite places now.
Really? When did you get up there?
That's my whiskey spot now. Out there by Lake.
So you weren't up there for a show?
No. Although I've been up there where they have the shows. It's they got pour your own beer now. They've got a food truck.
See, I've been up there.
Inside.
I've been up there. I was up there about 2 years ago, and I don't think they had all that stuff.
No, all this is pretty new. Back 2 years ago would have been right around the time they were opening.
Yeah,
if it's even been that long.
Yeah, it was. That's when I was there. Well, dog.
Speaking of,
I guess I'm just an early.
Speaking of the Lake Sarah
early learner. What
area? Next time you talk to our boy Bill, send him a huge thank you from me.
I already tweeted it to him. Yeah, he was happy. He's American Aquarium's coming to Mosquito Creek.
My favorite band.
And you're so you're going to go.
It'd be probably the third time I've seen him this year, by June.
No kidding.
Because he's going to be in St. Louis in March, April, May, somewhere around in there. I've already talked to Marty. Him and Tyler are probably in.
Well, good. Well, that'll be fun. What else going on this, ladies and gentlemen? On Saturday, the Jeff Ruriton's hosting their monthly breakfast. It'll be at 7 to 9 a.m. Saturday morning at the Jeff Ruriton building. Consists of a buffet of sausage, biscuits and gravy, hash browns, scrambled eggs, and pancakes, coffee, milk, and juice. Everyone is welcome. Cost is by donation. Give plenty, give early. The Grayville Senior Citizens is going to be hosting a fundraiser. Now, we do have a business or two in Grayville. I don't have residences in Grayville, but for you folks in Grayville, the meal consists of chili or potato soup, peanut butter sandwich, dessert, and drink. Service begins at 5, and that's Saturday night. Cost is by donation. Also in Sandoval on Saturday, it's the Sandoval Shalom Food and Clothing Pantry giveaway. This will be from 7:30 till 9:30 Saturday morning. Sandoval Shalom will be holding their food and clothing pantry again from that time. This is in Sandoval at the First United Methodist Church, 101 East Missouri Avenue there in Sandoval. What else going on here on January 13th, the first Friday the 13th of the year? That makes it National Blame Somebody Else Day. Blame Someone Else Day uses superstition to pawn our mistakes onto others. It's always celebrated on the first Friday the 13th of the year. When considering how to spend this Friday the 13th freebie, plan accordingly. Everybody runs into a little bad luck from time to time, and this is all kind of silly. The blame somebody else day.
If the show sucks, it's your fault.
Well, that's typical.
I'm blaming you.
I would accept it. I would accept it. Then again, when the show's really good, as it is, and will be. I'm taking credit.
Okay. Is that how that works?
Yes, that's exactly
That's
how
confidence in oneself.
that's hey man, nobody ever, I'm like you, nobody ever blamed me of not having ego. Nobody ever.
Ego, false bravado. It's a fine line.
One or the other. Yeah, who knows what else. National Blame Someone Else Day was invented by Anna Moeller of Clio, Michigan in 1982. One day her alarm clock failed to go off, hence creating a domino effect of bad luck throughout the day. Since it happened to be Friday the 13th, the observance takes place on the first Friday the 13th. You've had those kind of. We've all.
Oh, yeah. You know who invented delusions of grandeur?
You.
Me.
That's a good one. I like that. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna put that one in my pocket. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? National Peach Melba Day. National Peach Melba Day. Another dessert brought to us by the internationally famous chef Auguste Escoffier invented the elegant dessert back in 1892 or 1893. It's made from peaches, vanilla ice cream, and raspberry sauce. He invented it while employed at the Savoy Hotel in London. The dessert honored Australian soprano Nellie Melba. The chef was known for naming his creations after famous people. Actually, I was saying, it says here there are 3 different recipes named for Nellie Melba, but I only know what 2 of them are. Melba toast.
Melba toast would be the other one I would know.
And I don't know what the third one is.
I don't know the third one would be.
Peach Melba I've heard of, and Melba toast, but I have no idea what the other one is. There's Peach Melba. There's the picture of the lovely and beautiful Dame Nellie Melba. He originally called the dessert Pechot Signé, or Peach Swan, and presented it in a swan-shaped ice sculpture topped with spun sugar. That's pretty cool. That'd be the way you'd want
I kind of think I like the modern version better.
Just like just that one.
Sliced peaches, actually, yeah. Well, you can even do it. I guess it's kind of a sundae, but just scoop ice cream on top of a peach with raspberry sauce and top it with a raspberry.
Well, I guess, yeah, that makes some sense. See, I don't like that. I like the raspberries, but I don't like the cherry.
I'm not a cherry guy, so yeah, I like raspberry.
I'm not going to do that. What else is this weekend? Actually, ladies and gentlemen, one other item this weekend on the 14th. I could not let this one pass by. It is National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day. Pastrami lovers across the country look forward to their favorite sandwich on January 14th as they recognize National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day. Popular delicatessen meat. Pastrami is usually made from beef. Others make it with pork, mutton, or turkey before refrigeration. Butchers originally created pastrami as a way to preserve meat. To make pastrami, they placed raw meat in brine and then partially dried it, seasoned it with herbs and spices to be smoked and or steamed. So there you go.
Might be a top 5 cold cut sandwich.
I like that one better. That's a good looking sandwich. Better looking than this one. You know what the problem is with this sandwich right there?
Which random condiment do you not like?
The mustard seeds coming out of the bottom. That little funky.
You're not a seedy mustard?
I am not a mustard type of guy, let alone seedy mustard. That would be.
I'm not a ketchup guy. I love mustard.
A ruinous to the entire meal. But this one with that, I guess is that melted cheese on top maybe, or.
But that's also mustard.
Oh, that's got mustard too, doesn't it?
That's a spicy brown mustard there.
Oh. Why ruin a good sandwich for crying out?
I'm one of those. I got multiple mustards in the fridge.
I do too, but I don't touch them. I wish they weren't in there.
I got a hot sauce cabinet and a mustard shelf.
Yeah, well, good for you. Here's the pastrami frequently asked questions. Is a Reuben made from pastrami, with pastrami?
Can be.
Not supposed to be.
Yes.
Reuben sandwich is corned beef.
Yeah.
Corned beef.
I think people get confused because of the brining and salting.
How long is pastrami cured?
That I don't know.
2 to 4 weeks for a good, solid curing. Can you eat it cold? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
Hot pastrami is good. I eat majority of them cold just out of convenience.
Well, it's convenient, but it's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not. It's not going to ruin anything. What do you want to see on television, ladies and gentlemen? What's on TV tonight? Hamilton County plays at Flora. We'll be there for the Flora Wolves versus the Hamilton County Foxes. Starts about 6:15. Also, this evening, NBA basketball. The Hawks are at the Pacers. That's on Bally Channel 630. Doubleheader on ESPN for the NBA. You watching the NBA much?
I have not yet. And the way the schedule tend to be about the playoffs.
Tuesday night was a fun night, and I watched a little NBA on Tuesday night. Golden State at San Antonio, followed by Denver at Sacramento. That all starts at 6:30 on Channel 601. NCAA men's basketball, several games this evening. Kent State's at Ohio. That's on CBS Sports Network. Big Ten Network has Nebraska at Purdue. That's at 6. At 4 on ESPNU, Channel 642, Yale is at Cornell. And on ESPN 2, Channel 638 at 8, it's VCU versus Dayton. I'm saving the best for last,
Why
folks.
are we yelling at Cornell?
We're just yelling at Cornell. Why'd I yell at Cornell?
I'm just trying to figure out why we're yelling at Cornell. What'd they do?
Well, they're playing they're Yale at Cornell. Okay, I get it. That's a good pun. Yeah, you're making fun of my accent. I have
maybe.
no accent. Yeah, I have no accent.
No one ever has an accent if you ask them.
That's exactly right. Triple header on Fox Sports 1 at 6 o'clock. Villanova's at Butler. This is Channel 610. 8 o'clock. The Sparties are in Champaign taking on the Fighting Illini, and that's going to be followed up.
Dickey versus Dickey.
That's exactly right. It's a fight in the Dickey household. Utah State at Nevada at 10 o'clock. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. We'll be back right after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center. And that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation. And I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, here along with Brian Turner. What's going on IamWeeze.com?
Actually, was fairly active today.
I saw you put you put something out that I look terrible on.
That's what I do, Bruce.
I will get to that. I tell you what, we'll wait till we talk NFL. We'll get to that Weeze thing. But yeah,
a couple book reviews. It's in my drafts, but I'm getting ready to publish my top albums for 2022.
Really?
Did 126 albums. I'm just doing little write-ups on the top 20, and then I'm just listing all the others. But
did you you did 126 albums? Do you also pick worst? Tremendous waste of time. I'll never go back to that kind of thing.
Well, my rankings include every album I ranked. So if you're at the bottom of that list, you probably weren't great.
Right, but
I didn't do anything on the albums I didn't get through.
Okay, so whether you do stop.
Very, very rarely, actually. If I start ranking an album, it generally means I had some kind of interest in it to begin with.
But you'll occasionally listen to an album and you'll stop listening because it stinks.
Probably less than 10 a year.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. One of the first things I want to talk about today, he and I have both been tremendously busy the last couple of months covering high school basketball and wrestling, or high school winter sports. And over the course of that period of time, we've been able to gather a few. We got a few opinions. Some teams are pretty good. Some teams are not nearly as good. And there are a lot of kids that are fun to watch.
You see a bigger variety of teams than I do at this point. I'd say 4 or 5 years ago it was probably opposite, but
yeah,
because I was covering 3 teams and then in multiple conferences, but my scope is more limited than it used to be.
Of the teams that we cover, there's a few that are struggling and a few that are surprising. We thought North Clay was going to be pretty good, and I'll be doggone, they proved out to be pretty good. They beat Lawrenceville last night, and they're in Ked Nesto's top 10. The National Trail Conference has
12-4 right now.
Yeah, after last night or after Tuesday night. Pardon me. We're all right. I give it up.
Well, when we get to NFL lines, we're just going to have to say it anyway.
We're going to say it anyway. Yeah,
because lines are jumping.
Lines are moving. But we're shooting this on Wednesday. But anyway, my point being, there are some surprising teams both directions. Salem is struggling. You'd like to see Salem playing a little bit better. We'll be over there for their tournament all next week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's a team I usually see the first weekend and don't get to see again. But they weren't at the Capitol this year, so
they were they? Yeah.
Not on our side. Sorry,
yeah, they weren't
on our side.
They're the Red Hill side, right? Because were you on Red Hill or were you on Lawrenceville?
You know how many beers ago that was?
That was Thanksgiving. That's like 40 sleeps ago.
No, this year they didn't do this. Remember they did because of the smaller field. They just did day one at one, and then the trophy games at another.
Oh, that's right. Which reminds me of another thing that he and I just talked about: basketball brain fog.
Yes,
which has begun to strike.
Mid-January.
Actually, it's about a week or two early for me this year. Usually, it happens at the Salem tournament, because I'll do 6, 5, I'll do 11 games on television in 3 days. That's
when I was full time. There was that third week in January was always Carmi tournament, MTC tournament, the El Dorado girls tournament, and the junior high state tournaments was always the same week. That was the week that would always almost break me. Because you're already several months into it, especially when you start with junior high.
You're already exhausted.
I was 6 months into the season when that week rolled around.
You're already exhausted, and then you got to crank it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a lot of fun to watch the teams and watch them. Even the ones that are struggling, you get a chance to watch them improve over the course of the year. Like the Fairfield Mules.
Their record is 6-11. They're struggling record wise, but they've played some tough teams closely. They just haven't been able to pull off. I said that they've had 3 bad games. They beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and then they've competed with some teams they probably weren't supposed to compete with.
Nearly beat Olney on Tuesday night. Had a good chance to beat Olney.
It was within 3 with less than a minute to go. Just couldn't get over the hump.
They won 3 out of 4 down at El Dorado. What's their chances at Carmi next week?
It's going to be a tougher tournament.
Going to be a little tougher tournament. You got Mount Carmel down there. Aren't they back in it now? Harrisburg's playing well under Andy Fehrenbacher. God bless you, Andy. Hope you're having fun down at Harrisburg. Talking about stepping into big shoes and into a wild situation. Andy will be at the Carmike tournament.
They open with Evansville Day, who has the city of Evansville's all-time leading scorer.
I didn't realize that.
Yep. Then they get Harrisburg. Then they get Mount Vernon.
Oh, who's pretty good too?
Yeah. No, Carmi and then Mount Vernon.
Okay, so no Mount Carmel.
No.
Mount Carmel got out of that. Why does Mount Carmel get out of the Carmike tournament?
I assume they're afraid of Fairfield. What's up, Tyler?
I like that. What we're talking about all this is because we want to talk about a wrestler. We had him here on the preview show for the football from Fairfield. Peyton Allen is having a year for the ages, isn't he? Let's talk a little bit about our boy Peyton.
An all-time week, actually. Probably
tell me about that.
As good of a week as in the regular season as a wrestler can have.
That's pretty good.
Was that a Wednesday night? Broke the school record for career wins. 113 and 14 in the same night because it was a split doubleheader.
Okay.
The record was 112, held by Chris Jordan. Got third in state.
Who is his coach, right?
No,
Jordan Griffith's.
Jordan Griffith's the coach.
Okay.
Chris Jordan actually still officiates over in the Edwardsville area.
Okay.
He coached over at Edwardsville for years. Probably the third best single season in FCHS history. Got third at state.
Chris did, yeah.
Chris did, and had the career record for wins at 112. Peyton is already at 114, 119, 121 now.
With
less than 10 days later.
Oh, really?
Because he went 113, 114 the night he broke the record.
Yeah.
Went 5-0 at the Murdell tournament.
That was a 5-win tournament?
5 wins in 2 days.
How in the heck was that a 5-win tournament? Did they have a pool play into a bracket or something like that?
They did pools and brackets.
Oh my gosh. They must have had 5 mats going.
It's a huge tournament. Winning the Murdell is like Peyton, I've said for a while, he's really good Southern Illinois wrestler. You win the Murdell, you're good for the state.
Here is at the on the stand, the medal stand at the Murdell tournament with first through first through 8th place, and none of those guys look like the old 1980s fat guys who wrestled, do they?
Speaking of 1980s fat guys, I heard a story this week that in 1983 there was an at the time undefeated wrestler at Fairfield High School.
Okay.
Went on to go 35-1, I believe.
Okay.
Rumor has it a skinny little basketball player pinned him.
You talked to Ollie.
Yeah. I told Chris I would bring that up on the air.
Yeah, Chris Simpson. I let him. I mean, I was just I was just messing around.
That's not the story he tells now.
I bet. Yeah, I'll bet it isn't. Yeah, I'll bet it's not. So anyway, Peyton Allen in the middle of a wonderful year. Congratulations on winning breaking the record for the all-time wins, and good luck to you. Hope you can get the record. Hope you break Vince Fisher's all-time best season record.
So he actually has the single season win record already, because he got 39 last year.
39-2.
Was it 3? I think.
Okay.
I've got it in a spreadsheet somewhere. I'll put it this way: I've covered sports 26 years. I've never covered the high school wrestling state championship.
That's fun.
I plan on doing it this year.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Not to put too much pressure on a kid, but I plan on going this year.
The high school state championship in wrestling is really it's a joy to watch. So good luck to you, Peyton. We hope you keep up the good work, and we'll have you back to talk about that. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dicker. Come back, talk a little bit. Un poco about the National Football College, and then we'll get the NFL into that. You're watching Big Talk. Back after this.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, MidwestFarmCo.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, along with Brian Turner. It's our weekly Take the Points show. By the way, probably looking at Thursday next week if you might want to.
Definitely out then.
About Wednesday.
Probably out because I got a doctor's appointment the next 2 Thursdays.
That's fine, no problem. The TV's on. Do you want to talk about it?
It's just health screenings.
Oh, okay.
DEXA scan. You'll get a super high res. No, I'm going to get a super high res DEXA scan to tell me how fat I am.
Do you really?
Spoiler alert.
Do you really want to do that? I got something in the mail telling me, asking me, taking me up, wanting me to go up to like the Elks Club or something for some weird scan. It was the weirdest thing.
That's a different type of story, Bruce.
I don't know what's going on.
I haven't got that yet.
Well, I hope you don't. I don't know what the heck it was.
No, I'm doing some health measurements, trying to figure out what I can work on this year.
Well, that's good. Glad to keep working.
The key to life is self-betterment, Bruce. And beer.
I was going to say, I always thought it was a pursuit of further knowledge and beer.
I'm just trying to finally listen to Dean Wormer.
We're only kidding, folks. We're only kidding. As the National Football College season ended Monday night in the debacle in the desert, or wherever it was. No, debacle on the coast out at SoFi. Georgia just tore the living innards out of TCU. And
I think they actually just scored again.
Wow!
I just saw Spencer Bennett running by.
Or Stetson Bennett, one of the.
What did I say? Yeah,
Spencer. Spencer.
Which one knows the Kia dealership?
Chasing after Spencer Rattler. Okay, now there's the question: Is Stetson Bennett going to have a Kia dealership within 3 years?
No.
In Alpharetta, Georgia.
No. He can have it AJ McCarron type year. Yeah, maybe 10. AJ McCarron was in the NFL 9 years.
Was he really?
There's no reason he couldn't be Brock Purdy.
Second question is he going to have the smoking hot girlfriend / wife that AJ McCarron has?
You got 2 national championships. You can probably call your shot there. At least within a 4 or 5 state radius.
Brent Musburger's going to be fired up. But the national the title game, just
65-6
to remind you of our bets here. I bet on TCU. He bet on TCU for our show bets. He was able to avoid it. I actually ended up betting it, but Jamie and
we made our picks last Wednesday. By the time the weekend rolled around, I was nope, not doing that.
Jamie and Lucas both were all over Georgia and ended up winning big, so good for them. No more college to bet, so but that wanted me to take a look. That made me.
I will say, draft season has begun.
That's a while away. That's
some of the props are already starting to come out, and this is the time to make money on the draft.
It depends who the Bears trade the pick to.
Come on, Colts. Otherwise, you're getting Derek Carr.
The 2022 preseason AP Top 25. Alabama was prohibitive favorites. Ohio State number 2 and Georgia number 3. Then you go down the list. Several of those, you get to number 6. That's a vote that I suspect a lot of people would like to have back.
Yep.
Number 10, folks would like to have it back. Number 12, folks would like to have
the
it back.
top 3. I think if you look at power ratings, like you combine computer and Vegas Pros, I might know a guy who does that. Those top 3 finished the top 3.
Well, I've got they finished. I'm surprised this was this is actually the postseason 2023 AP. Alabama finished 5th with Ohio State at 4th. Yeah, that doesn't make a ton of sense. But I guess people were being nice to the. I don't know.
I'm telling you, 1, 4, and 5 would have been favorites over anyone else.
Makes you think people voted before the game.
Yeah, because Ohio State would be probably a 10-point favorite over TCU.
It'd be a 7-point favorite over Michigan, even though Michigan beat them by a ton.
I was hoping for that rematch, actually.
That would have been kind of fun.
Because I would have pounded Ohio State in that game.
Tennessee number 6. Tennessee did not. They were one of the others receiving votes.
That was quarterback related.
Yeah. Then you see Wisconsin. Nebraska was somewhere in there, I think, weren't they? Michigan State. Several. This is the preseason. Here's the end of the postseason, and the only reason that you realize why I'm showing you this, because you go down there into the others receiving votes, ladies and gentlemen.
Were you the one? Do you get a vote in this, Bruce?
Oh, Illinois gets a vote. Baby steps, folks.
Probably first time in maybe the juice years.
Oh, first time in 15 years. Yeah.
Probably the year they lost to USC in the Rose Bowl. Was that 08?
That's 07.
Well, 07 season, 08 Rose Bowl, yeah. They surely would have got votes then.
Might have gotten votes the year that they beat Robert Griffin in the Kraft Hunger Bowl. But that was 12, 13 years ago, too. So, college football is over, and we will miss it dearly. Let's take a quick break. We're going to talk about the NFL when we return. It's Wild Card Weekend. We can't wait.
Bruce.
What?
It is Super Wild Card Weekend.
Oh, yeah. They don't call it Wild Card Weekend.
I don't know where the super part came from.
Because they added teams.
Yeah, I guess you got to come up with some kind of gimmick. But
got to add it 2 teams.
The NFL, you can sell yourself. Have confidence in yourself,
did they do
NFL.
That? I didn't realize they named it Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll be back in a second. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Weeze is here. This is our Take the Point show. And he just informed me, I did not realize, ladies and gentlemen, Super Wild Card Weekend.
It's upon us. Can you not feel it in the air?
I got to tell you, I get psyched up about all kinds of events. You've seen me on the show.
Is this your favorite weekend ever?
This is my favorite weekend. This is not my favorite weekend ever. I like next weekend of the football playoffs. I like next weekend better. Whenever you bring the number one seeds back in, and divisional weekend better.
I had a chance to be in Vegas this weekend and turned it down.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Didn't know the other people going for the most part.
That makes
it's a work thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
But paid for.
And you turned that down?
Yeah.
Where was it?
In Vegas.
Yeah.
MGM.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't want to be at MGM. That's way too nice out there.
Nobody likes the Strip.
Nobody likes nice things. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the NFL playoffs. This is the wild card round. You see the Dolphins versus the Bills. We got a commercial break still to take here, Weeze. So how let's do this is this. We'll settle with the AFC first, and then we'll take a break and talk games from the NFC.
And if you want to do that or go chronologically?
Nah, we'll do AFC first and then go NFC. Here's the AFC setup with Kansas City having the bye. One on Saturday, two on Sunday. And Brian was talking here a second ago just about how wild the spreads are.
And it's mostly quarterback related because there are a few teams with quarterback questions coming in here.
Here is the NFL betting splits. I printed this out at about 8 o'clock this morning.
And none of this is relevant anymore.
None of this is right. But I must tell you, I made my bets actually before Bet Rivers. I went to Bet Rivers. They had to adjust it still. So that's how I ended up getting 9.5 points there on the
Yeah, if you've not followed along, the Ravens, Bengals, and the Dolphins, Bills games have been jumping all over the place. People trying to guess who's playing quarterback. Ravens have Lamar Jackson and Huntley hurt both. Didn't know who's going to play there. Probably Huntley, it looks like now.
And they haven't actually.
That one's still in limbo.
They haven't ruled Jackson out yet.
Dolphins come out this afternoon and announced Skylar Thompson is starting.
And
that went from 11 to 9, and I even saw some 8.5s. And then, in fact, I know a guy that took 7 because he paid a couple points. Actually, a smart move because he parlayed it. And then all of a sudden it was 13. As soon as you saw 13, you knew something had gotten out, and it was like 2 hours later, it was officially
2 hours later,
Skylar Thompson started.
Skylar Thompson is starting.
Quarterbacks move lines in the NFL.
Let's just talk about that first game or the Sunday after. Well, let's talk about Saturday. The Chargers at Chargers at the Jaguars.
This is actually one of the few games. I've bet a ton of sides or totals this week. I've got a few props. This is one I actually have a side on already. I took the Jags plus 2.5.
All 6 games of Super Wild Card Weekend are rematches of at least one game in the year. Some of them 2 games of the year. This is a rematch.
One of them is a rematch from last week.
Yeah, which
Ravens Bengals.
Yeah, Dolphins played the Bills 2 weeks ago. The Jaguars and Chargers. Jaguars beat the tar out of the Chargers when the Chargers didn't have a quarterback, and that was in Los Angeles. What's your thoughts on this one?
I have them pretty evenly ranked, and the Jags getting points at home was enough of a difference. I took them 2.5, knowing it would come down. And this come down. There's 1.5. There's ones at 2.5. If you like another teaser leg, I definitely recommend that. I took it knowing I could come back later on a better number if I wanted.
I got the 2 there. I got the 2 on the Jaguars. The Jags are dogs at home. So I went ahead and took the home dog, and even though they're not getting all that percent much of the handle or that much of the bets.
I do like the Chargers defense better. I like the quarterback better. I don't like their health. They got banged up last week playing those starters way longer than they should have. And I trust Doug Peterson more than I trust Brandon Staley at this point.
You and I took the Jags. Jamie takes the Jags, and Lucas takes
has the over.
The Chargers over 47.5. So if you're keeping track at home, I got 2. Jamie got 1. I don't know when he bet that. And
like I said, it depends on what book you have and when you bet it.
You got 2.
Lines are moving. I bet 2.5 last Sunday.
Oh, really?
But it was available as of Wednesday, so.
Taking a look at the second one, that's like Dolphins Bills. Dolphins and Bills.
And this one, like I said,
I got 9.5.
It's been all over the place. It's currently 13.
Look at the change in handle from this morning, 80% and 72%. Boy, you think everybody's betting on the Bills? Wait till that word comes out.
Yeah.
Here's the handle, 86 and 78. It's just moving, and it's going to keep going that way, don't you think?
And something that a lot of people don't realize too, when quarterback news, you see that spread jump a lot. Sometimes you don't see the total jump as quickly. So I actually took under 46.5. And then apparently it did come out a little because Jamie's got over 45, probably based on quarterback news.
Yeah. Jamie's got over 45. You've got under 46.5. I've got Bills. I got minus 9.5. I feel pretty good about that number. And Lucas got minus 10.5 Bills. So we're all on the same teams.
Yeah,
there.
Unfortunately, there's just one of those weeks where if you're watching this show, you've probably already missed some numbers that we have.
Sorry.
We don't like the post-pass bets is what they call it. I got a number that's no longer available. But this is a week where there's
kind of have to.
Not a way to avoid that, really.
I'm surprised the Ravens Bengals hasn't moved even more than it has. Here's where it was at 8 a.m. today. It was 6.5 each direction. I didn't get 6.5. I got 7. I took the Bengals 7. You did get the 6.5.
Jamie and I both got 6.5.
You're on 6.5.
And actually, Lucas did too.
And then it moved up to 8. In favor of the Bengals. So we are all...
and again, that's probably Lamar news driven.
It's kind of a... You watch it on ESPN Game Day and also on the ESPN, the pregame show for the Monday Night Football. When all of them are on the same team, we're kind of...
Yeah. In fact, was it Spencer I saw was volunteering, or Spencer or someone on that network was volunteering his services where if all the pundits were on the same side, he would come on and be the one guy just so that the show didn't get circled and on the team Twitter.
I was watching the game Sunday night, the Packers and Lions game, and it was all Packers. Pack, all the way down till Tony Dungy. And Dungy wasn't pick. He picked the Lions. He said, "I'm not picking the Lions just to keep it from all being Packers. I think the Lions have a good shot to win." And I think, and he liked the spark.
Yeah,
he liked the Lions spark.
I will say the Ravens Bengals. I haven't bet that. So I got the 6.5, but I didn't bet the total yet. I tried to make my biggest bet on this game, couldn't because of the book I tried to do it on. But was Joe Burrow's under 10.5 rushing yards. I think, and I've got a similar bet with Josh Allen. I think they win big, and quarterbacks aren't going to run as much because they don't need to.
Well, that might be.
I've got Josh Allen and Joe Burrows both under rushing yards.
You think you can pair
That's
those?
One of those where
pair those?
A lot of props you can't parlay.
We'll see how that goes into the weekend. We're going to take a quick break and then talk about the NFC when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owner's insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk. It's not that difficult to make me feel stupid. Welcome back to Big Talk. Bruce Dickey here with Brian Turner, and this is our weekly Take the Points edition of the show. It's the Super Wild Card Weekend edition. We have talked the AFC. Here are the NFC games of note this weekend. Starting on Saturday with the Seahawks at the Niners, then the Giants and Vikings on Sunday, and Cowboys
officially
at
dubbed
Buccaneers.
the Fraud Bowl. The Vikings
Giants and Vikings.
I have been waiting all year to fade these two teams in the playoffs.
You can't do it.
I'm going to have to wait a week to fade one of them.
Yeah, you can't do it. The Seahawks, we'll get to that one in a minute. The Seahawks at the Niners. Here's how.
This one is basically, do you believe in Brock Purdy?
There's how it was this morning at 9.5. It didn't move. It's still 9.5. And see the Niners.
It was at 10, so there's actually been some money come in on Seahawks.
Niners are getting 72% of the bets. 72% of the handle. That was this afternoon, and 28% of the bets. Did that change over the morning? Let's see. Yeah, not much.
Yeah, but no. I mean, this is the 49ers with probably the best roster in the NFC. But on a third-string quarterback. But that third-string quarterback, since he took over, has led the NFL in several categories: touchdown passes, QB rating. He's fifth in DVOA,
and he's not throwing the ball to the other team.
Yeah,
which is what you usually see.
I promised to mention this on the show because I put it out on Twitter earlier. Never answered on Twitter. Who led the NFL in DVOA passing DVOA this year?
Okay, I saw you put that out there. I thought I misunderstood the question. I was thinking that you were talking about. As a team, right?
No, quarterback.
Quarterback. Okay.
Individual.
I was thinking as a team. It was Tom Brady, wasn't it?
Nope. He was actually third, though.
Yeah, I thought Tom Brady had a great year.
It surprisingly beat my underbet by 49 yards.
Bummer.
Yeah.
How about, let's see, not Aaron Rodgers, surely.
No, he's actually way down. Two-time MVP. He slipped.
Who?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Heck, he only started like 10 games.
He had enough passes to qualify because I think it was 299 passes to qualify.
Wow. Jimmy G. Well, that's how that offense is set up.
That's kind of the point. Does it matter who is at quarterback?
I mean, it is you hear. System quarterback, system offense. That's almost with Kyle Shanahan. That's a system offense.
If you're starting an NFL franchise and get to draft a coach, who do you pick?
Right now?
Right now,
Kyle Shanahan.
That might be Shanahan. especially with McVay.
Sirianni, you would think about.
I still like Shanahan
being so young.
He's youngish, and more.
McVay doesn't seem all that enthused right
Apparently,
now.
doesn't want to do a rebuild.
I'll be doggone.
You're young enough you can get through a rebuild.
I
Sean.
think about Sean Payton, but who knows? That's not what we're here to talk about. The Seahawks and the Niners. Niners,
all that is
9.5 points is a lot of points. I went ahead and took the 9.5.
I did too.
You took the 9.5. Jamie took the 9.5. Lucas takes the 10.
Yeah.
How in the world we never agree on anything on this show, and we do all these picks without knowing what the other one is, for the most part. You can check if you want.
You can check, but no,
nobody does.
We don't have enough respect for the others' opinions.
That's right.
To have
We
an
think
effect
the others are idiots. So yeah, we're all.
I think it's a matchup thing. Seattle does not blitz, and I think Brock Purdy can handle them not blitzing. That's also part of why I'd like the under on.
Seattle doesn't blitz, and it's to me it's the Niners defense. If the Niners get it, if the Niners get a 2-touchdown lead, they ain't giving it up.
And I know Roquan Smith just got paid like the best defensive player in football, but
he's not.
Probably, at least at the off-ball linebacker position, it's Fred Warner.
Yeah, he's not. Okay, then you move along to the fraud bowl. This morning it was 3, and now it is still 3.
It's been 3 all week, and it's not.
It ain't moving. 50% of the handle each way. 58% of the bets on the Vikings. 42 on the Giants. Okay, tell us what your thoughts are on.
That's a rematch from just a few weeks ago. The line was 3.5 then. Giants covered because they lost by 3. So I mean, Vegas said, okay, we had it right that time, so why change it? And I don't think this is going to move.
It's in Minnesota, so the weather will be good. You've got the Giants with relative health right
Both
now.
these teams are fairly healthy.
And you think coaching, Dable, they're both first-year coaches. You do have Daniel Jones making his first start in a playoff game, right?
Let's see. They didn't. It was because it was the Commanders. Well, not the Commanders last year. The Commanders 2 years ago.
They might have made it last year.
Who was the other team? So the Eagles did last year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're all going against that whole first quarterback start theme.
And also, Daniel Jones is a sneaky play for you DFS guys.
Really, because
the Minnesota secondary is awful.
Yeah. Lucas is taking the Vikings -3. Weez and I are taking the Giants +3, and Jamie has the under.
I will say I have not bet +3, but I did tease the +3.
I like the under 48.5. That's a fun number. The Giants don't score a lot of points, and the Vikings, they can. I like that. You like the over, huh?
I like the over.
All right, well that's fine. You be you, I'll be me. Okay, so now let's take a look at the final game. Monday night is the Buccaneers, the Cowboys visiting the Buccaneers. Hey, wait a second. Are you and I the same on all these games? Oh, we are. Other than the Bills game where you took the under. Oh my heavens! You must feel shame.
That makes me worry a little bit, yeah. Now that you put it that way. And like I said, I've not bet a ton of these, but
well, you and I both have Buccaneers
in fact, this one's the same one. I haven't bet it, but
Buccaneers +2.5. Jamie's got Cowboys -2.5. Lucas has the over 45.5. What's your thought process on?
I mentioned I teased the Giants. I teased them with the Bucs.
Did you really?
Yeah. I think they can win outright. In fact, I would not take the +3. I would money line the Bucs if you like that one. In fact, I've heard the stat today: 88% in the divisional round, the spread didn't matter. If the favorites won, they covered. If the underdogs covered, they won. 88% of the time in wild card weekend.
I just think the Cowboys are not playing well. Cowboys come in, they've played terrible the last 5 weeks. Dak looks awful.
The most banged up team in the NFL this year has obviously been Baltimore. Last 2 years.
Yeah.
Number 2 has pretty clearly been Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
They're finally starting to get some guys back.
The receivers are back.
I use SIC Sports does it's Dr. David Chow. He does basically health ratings. They're actually right there with Dallas right now because Dallas is missing a couple of guys. It's 88.6 or 86.6 and 86.2 is their health ratings. I looked. One of the things you can kind of do is look for 10-point differences, like Buffalo and Miami this week. And that the injuries news doesn't get factored into handicapping, I think, nearly as much. So I always check that to kind of confirm bets. Tampa's getting healthier, and at home getting points. At
Tampa at home with. I hate to bet on Tom Brady just for personal reasons, but I can't bet on the Cowboys.
I have lost money frequently betting against Tom Brady.
I have lost a ton of money betting against Tom Brady. Not a good idea. Weez, thank you so much for being here.
It is time.
It's time. We got to go. Folks, enjoy Super Wild Card Weekend and have a great day yourself. We'll see y'all real soon on Big Talk.